Guda Gulfa, she whose ankles are hidden. Purma Prishta Jayishnu Prapadanvita, she whose feet have arcs that rival the back of a tortoise in smoothness and beauty. Nakadiriti Sanchanna Namajanna Tamoguna, she whose toenails give out such a radiance that all the darkness of ignorance is dispelled completely from those devotees who prostrate at her feet. Padudvaya Prabhajala Parakrit Saroruha, she whose feet defeat lotus flowers in radiance. Sinjana Mani Manjara Mandita Sripadambuja, she who has feet bearing musical anklets filled with gemstones. These verses from 42 to 46 are just few names out of 1,000 names of Devi written in Lalita Sahasranama in Brahmanda Purana, which just talks about her lotus feet. When her feet alone is described in such a detailed manner, it is beyond human comprehension to think about her powerful form. Now, why am I talking about Devi's feet in this video, and what is the relation between the feet of Devi and Devi showing her presence? Well, do you know that it is clearly mentioned in Lalita Sahasranama that when Devas and Asuras paid their reverence to Devi by just bowing down in front of her, the rays of their gems emanating from their crowns are in no comparison to the rays emanating from the nails of her feet. It clearly mentions that the rays that comes out of her nails of feet destroy the tamoguna or the inertia in mind and body. Now, the reason of me talking just about her feet in this video is that it is one of the most common signs whoever did this sadhana intensely and devotionally and whoever brought her to their home. And this is not just one sign. When you will come to know about it in the further part of the video, that what actually happens, I'm quite sure that goosebumps will come to you. So just stay till the end of this video to know that how easily she get impressed and showers her grace to one's life where she has entered. But before coming to know about the signs of her presence, let us see how to access her, as without accessing her or without she got the invitation to our life where we can feel her.
In aviation particularly, but even in military languages, if you want to tell somebody, like here if I say, "Where are you?" You'll say, "Here, Sadhguru." But your voice is coming out of here, all right, for me. Where is here? I look here. So, if you were trained in a military force or in aviation or in navigation, then you would say, "Sadhguru, I'm here." Where? 2 o'clock, Sadhguru, then I know you're here. The clock, this is 12, 1, 2. Devi's Trishul is like this. What is that? Hello? 11. Any of you doing Devi sadhana? How many cycles? 11 cycles. She's 11 o'clock. That's her number.
Wherever there are Devi temples, number 11 is always important because in the 28-day cycle of womanhood, the 11th day is very significant. If one does certain sadhana, the women do certain sadhana, naturally their own physical cycle will get aligned with the cycle of the moon. Those of you who are onto the Devi sadhana. And then the 11th day becomes a day when the body shifts from one aspect to another. And the next 4 days can be very significant in terms of spiritual sadhana and experience. If this day is handled properly, particularly for women,
Well, if you want to know in detail about the significance of number 11 and how it is connected to Devi and how it helps you to manifest anything, you can watch this video. But from the video that we have seen just now from Sadhguru, one thing is quite sure that if one does Devi Sadhana 11 times or 11 cycles, it has a tremendous impact on their sadhana, on the energy field that is being created, and ultimately to that person. Well, when it comes to sign that Devi gives, there are innumerable number of signs which one cannot articulate and have never thought of even. In this video, I'm just going to talk about few which I found in my experience through my research and my studies, which I could not resist to put it in front of you. Well, before me talking about it, let us listen to a small video.
One day, we can, while we were talking, but then from here, if we put switch from there, we can hear more.
Right.
From here, it's something like switches off, it's getting on, off, on, off. I was like, and the best part is Amma's asking me to go.
Go check.
1 week like that, we could see here anklet sound. I don't know, Devi's presence we can feel. Especially Chilamba, that anklets and the sound. Not every time, not telling every time. Once in a way we can hear, and especially when it is pure silent and when you are sitting here now with Devi, that energy is, you cannot bear that, and I'll be crying.
This video, when I came across, literally tears were filled into my eyes and goosebumps came. There are many number of videos where people have actually experienced this, and many people during the run also get frightened by listening to this. So I would just say that if devotion is there, fear cannot exist, and especially if Devi is there, fear has no chance to exist in your life. So what to do when one hears such voices? If you are getting any kind of sounds or whatever is happening, first of all, you should be thankful to Devi that she showed her presence and she accepted your offering, and again start doing your sadhana with supercharging mode, without thinking, without judging, and without trying to do something. Remember that Sadhguru many times have said this: no matter whatever happens, the only and only thing that matters is you doing your sadhana intensely. And now coming to the second sign, which when I came across, literally for a while I got some fear within me. But then something happened and I took it calmly and patiently and started doing my sadhana again. There are several videos where I have found that meditators, whoever have Devi Yantra at their home, on some day morning they find puddle of water there. Previous night they would have cleaned the yantra and the space around it and just lit a lamp. But the next morning they would see a puddle of water. On researching about it, I came to know that the water is because that disembodied beings have actually tried to dissolve their karmic body with the use of Devi Yantra, and in the process water is left behind. This literally created goosebumps in me. But then one particular day I was reading Death Book of Sadhguru and I came to know about this in detail. And actually there is no need to fear about. Nothing is going to happen to anybody. In fact, you should be very proud and very happy that real mother, the most powerful form, is sitting with you, present at your own home, at your own room. Actually, this is known as dematerializing the body. That is, in simple terms, dissolving the body. There are many yogis like this. Some, when they leave, small amount of ash is left behind. And some, when they leave, water is left behind. Why this happens is that essentially we know that this body is just a play of 5 elements. That means 72% of the body is made up of water, 12% is earth, 6% is air, 4% is fire, and the rest is Akash. The one who knows to dematerialize the earth, that is 12%, they just disappear, leaving behind nothing. And some yogis dematerialize through water, and in that process, since water occupies the maximum part of the body, small amount of water or small puddle of water is left behind. One can understand dematerializing as all the after death ritual is mainly for the right disposal of the actual body and for assisting the being in their future journey. However, there are people who help themselves and they do not require assistance from anybody. These are the highest accomplished yogis. They not only leave this body at will, but they also dematerialize it. Such a body moves from manifest to unmanifest, or in simple terms, from creation to non-creation, or physical to non-physical existence. A yogi with enough mastery over the 5 elements can do this with their body, and Devi Yantra helps them in this process. This is how powerful Devi or Linga Bhairavi is present at your own room, at your own house. And this is only because Linga Bhairavi is structured and designed in such a manner that it enhances certain dimensions of your life. It has a certain kind of impact on your system, on the space where you live, and upon the direction and destiny of your life. The sadhana is structured in such a way that maximum results will yield with just minimum effort. It is like one step of yours towards Devi and her 1,000 steps towards you. Well, these are not the only signs that Devi shows. There are few more which I have discussed in this video. If you want, you can watch this video. There are literally uncountable ways that Devi can show her presence. Well, if anybody of you have got initiated to Devi Sadhana and you are performing the sadhana regularly, immensely and intensely with full devotion, I don't think you need to witness any signs, because Sadhguru himself have said this many times. These signs doesn't matter, nor do they take you anywhere. In fact, many people get easily diverted and distracted from this, and they stop doing this sadhana, or start questioning, or start judging, and start asking, okay, Devi do this, Devi do that. When this happens, ultimately you lose the connection between Devi and you. Also, there are many people and many videos are being made on YouTube, and also many blogs I have seen that says that Devi is just a fake stone or just a mere stone. This video is actually a highly researched video which clearly tells that how Linga Bhairavi is made, what is the process involved, and how she is not just a mere stone. Actually, the science behind making Linga Bhairavi is the most ancient science that has been used many times in our ancient history. Well, I know that if you are someone who have already experienced Devi, who have felt her, you do not need any such videos. You do not need to give answer to anybody, and neither you're going to get diverted if anybody says something. Doesn't matter to you because you have your own experience. But still, I will highly recommend you to watch this video so that you get to know some information about Devi. Not for you, but for those people who might be unaware about Devi but will get diverted from listening these videos or going and reading such blogs. These things may hamper in their spiritual journey, and might be possible that it will happen because of you, because the most experienced people who have experienced Devi, they are not taking any effort to come in front, tell the truth, and make people aware that what actually Devi is. This is not just science, it is way beyond. She is not just a stone, she is a way beyond. She's different. She's literally very different. So do watch this video and do spread it too. And finally, coming to end of the video, if you are someone who have got initiated to Devi Sadhana, do it regularly. But if you are someone who have not got initiated to Devi Sadhana, well, there is no perfect time than this, because it is the best time to enroll, as Uttarayan has already arrived and grace is pumping in this environment. Environment is full of grace, and this is the best time to access Devi. And also, now closing the video, hope you loved the video and found it informative, and if yes, do not forget to give it a like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to watch these 2 videos. Highly researched and experienced videos these are. And now, up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and namaskar.